I'm gonna move behind you and try to follow the arrow.
Oh, you still hot?
Yeah, it's still hot. All right.
The idea is, this is my girlfriend's bow. She's got, you can see it, just a little forked arrow rest. I'm not too fond of that. I prefer a whisker biscuit, or at the very least a J rest, because this falls right through. This particular arrow rest is made for fatter arrows like aluminum or solid wooden ones, and makes it a little hard to keep control of the arrow. So I'm going to be firing a little bit slow, but I am going to be firing from the chest, not the face. This is my girlfriend's bow. Mine's out of commission, and it's set for a 35-pound draw with a 35 pounds worth of draw and a 28-inch draw. Mine is set for 60 pounds and 30 inches, so this is a little short for me. So I'm going to be quick firing it from the chest. And I lost another one. Her bow is also set up to have a trigger release, which I don't like. I like the tactile information my hands get. It makes me feel better when I shoot.
Point out the trigger release.
This little piece of string here, it's just a little nylon cording. Trigger release has a wrist loop, goes around your wrist, and it just looks like a grip on a gun. It's got a trigger on it, but it's got a little hook that hooks in here. When you pull the trigger, it releases the hook and releases the string. It allows for a smoother release once you fire your arrow, but I personally like the tactile information my body gets from actually touching the string. It just makes me feel better. And, you know, firing guns or bows or anything else, it's all about what makes you feel good.
This is what he was talking about with the arrow falling between the forks.
And I'm going to be losing all of her arrows if I don't hit my target soon.
I'll do one in woods.
There.
And right past the net.
And there's the shot.
Right past the
Almost dead center.
Now, the point of rapid fire from the chest is you don't have time to sit there and aim. You know, in history, it was shown that archers throughout all of medieval history, they could fire 10, 11, even 12 shots in 3 seconds while in motion.
Hey, there's something in the ground.
That's the same as firing 10 shots in the air straight up and releasing the 10th arrow before the first arrow ever touches the ground. That's fast. There's not many in today's standards of archery that can reproduce that. So the idea of firing from the chest and quick firing is to give a more natural feel. Instead of aiming and taking your time, which in battle takes a lot of time, you're simply going on instinct. So if I can keep this on here, instinct, and obviously that would be a miss, but I'm very out of practice.
That was a loss.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's going to kill me, because I've lost about half her arrows if I can't find them in those woods.
I'll wait to post this until you have time to...
Huh?
I'll wait to post this until you have time to negotiate your demise.
Yes. And she's pregnant. This is going to be great. Ooh. Nice. One last one. This one's broken. See, the back of the arrow has what's called a knock on it. It's just a little fork that clips to the string. It makes it hard to fire when broken. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Ah! And that's why the knock's on there. Let's try this again.
I'm going to move over this way just a little bit.
I'm I am determined to make this work. Now, I'll admit I haven't shot in probably 15 years or more. So I'm very rusty and very out of practice. But if I can just keep this on there long enough to draw it, which you can tell this is kind of complicated. Yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, before we all die.
And there you have it. Archery 101, because obviously I'm way out of practice.